And it's clear the Kuwaitis fought hard to resist Iraqi troops. A British cameraman, Kevin Hayden, recorded the following pictures from his apartment in Kuwait City on the day of the invasion.
Through the window of a British worker's flat, the Battle of Kuwait unfolds. Smoke from Iraqi shelling hangs over the capital. At the junction immediately below, a defending Kuwaiti armoured car.
Stay away from the window.
A man with a briefcase flees to the British embassy.
Yeah, look, see?
Seeking political asylum. No, he can't get in, can he?
The Kuwaitis are deployed to defend the complex around the Emir's palace, the heart of Kuwaiti government and the Iraqis' primary target. But the Iraqis have met stiff resistance. They've been pinned down on the beach.
Now that's where now they're all grouped together.
They were hiding behind the cars before.
Commandeered vehicles flying Iraq's red flag have been knocked out by the Kuwaitis. Their Saladin armoured cars are still resisting.
Someone's shooting into that building. Someone is shooting from there into the building over there.
Civilians pushed back from the Gulf Road by the fighting scatter across open ground behind the British embassy.
I'll tell you, my heart's banging away like a lunatic.
One ambulance can do little to help. The Iraqis use manoeuvrable half-tracks, not tanks, in the close confines of the city. Helicopters bring their troops into advanced positions. But then, as the city falls, the video stops. The flat came under close fire, and it was too dangerous to continue. This video, taken 2 days after the invasion by a Kuwaiti who has since escaped, shows an Iraqi truck being raided for arms and ammunition. Minutes later, they set it on fire. The cameraman says this Iraqi soldier was killed by Kuwaiti fighters, and this truck was attacked from an overhead bridge. His pictures show an Iraqi helicopter, shot down, he says, with 5 men on board. That was 10 days ago. Since then, thousands of Iraqi troops have poured into Kuwait.
This crisis, the 2 frigates promised by Bob Hawke are now on their way to the Persian Gulf. And as our Australian correspondent Craig McMurtry reports, there were emotional scenes as they left Sydney today.
It could be a scene from an old war movie, but it isn't. These men are carrying the flag of Australia to the Middle East. They represent Bob Hawke's commitment for Australia to join in the multinational blockade of Iraq.
I hope and trust that your families will share with us this sense of pride, and that will help to balance what I know must be the pangs of parting.
Food and provisions have been loaded aboard to last up to 3 months. The 3 ships will head for Fremantle before crossing the Indian Ocean en route to the Persian Gulf. For the men on board the Adelaide and Darwin, excitement's now given way to apprehension. They farewelled loved ones not knowing how long they'll be away for or what they'll face on reaching the Middle East. When the ceremony and speeches were over, the families parted and the HMAS Darwin slipped away. Craig McMurtry, One Network News, Sydney.